if you're a prostitute. A prostitute shouldn't be raped. However, they are putting themselves in harm's way.
That's true.
And a prostitute that's walking up and down my block every day with her ass out saying, hey, $5, $10, $15. And I'm a respectable guy. I'm like, wow, I'm not doing that. Dude across the street, he might not be as respectable. He looking at that ass every day like, I'm gonna get that for free.
Mm-hmm.
And he run up on her. I'm like, damn, that's a foul thing. He ran up on her. But Ma, why the hell were you out here? But halfway butt naked. Why? I'm not saying you're supposed to get raped. You put yourself in harm's way, though. Like, we have to agree with that. I can't be out here and sleep with 100 women without a condom and they be mad when I get HIV. Can I? I'm gonna be mad at who? At the women? Who gave me it?
I don't get the correlation between that and what this woman did.
I'm saying the character.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm just saying that a prostitute walking down the block, that's her character. This is the character she's portraying to the public.
Yes.
Yo, you might get an insane dude, a dude out here that's not, where I'm taking that. Cool. I'm not saying he's supposed to do it, but yo, you just gave home. If I see my man, I'm not saying me personally. If a guy see his man get on the dance floor, and then now she comes to the hotel where they at, I mean, the dude is gonna think some type of way like, yo, maybe she's with it like that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with him thinking that.
But it's something wrong with him acting on it.
Exactly, without her permission. And I do have to say though, when she walked up into the hotel and it wasn't just Pac, she should have rolled out right then and there.
She put herself in harm's way. One, she was dealing with gangsters. And I ain't saying Pac was a gangster. He was a gangster rapper. But the dudes that was in the room were gangsters. Understand? For real. She was dealing with gangsters. Know what I mean? I can't call myself a drug dealer. And then when I go make the drug deal with a real drug dealer, I get caught up and go tell the cops. I could do that, but you're a sucker. You're a sucker now. Like, come on. Is the correlation is what's the caricature that you are trying to portray to people? And she was a young woman. To make this quite clear, she was a young woman. I don't know her at all, but I'm quite sure she's probably not the same woman she was 25 years ago. She was 20, 22 years old. When you 20, 22, I did some knucklehead nonsense when I was 20 and 22 that I'm not proud of. And I'm like, yo, why the hell did you do that? Or how the hell did you involve yourself in that situation? So we make these so the objective of this situation that we're talking about is when you young, you still got to really understand that you want to have a future. If you want to have a future, you better play your life right. If you want to get to 40 and 35 and 50 years old, because what you do at 20 and 22 can cost you the rest of your life, brothers and sisters. You understand? Yeah. For real. It could cost you the rest of your life by doing some nonsense. And not like with Shorty, the Tupac girl, God bless her and all of that. And but you know what? It was Pac's destiny anyway. That was played out. I'm a firm believer I'm a firm believer in destiny. I don't believe any mistakes are made in this lifetime. You know what I mean? That was his destiny. He had to go through that to get to where he was at and to, unfortunately be the cause of his demise.
Yeah.
It actually made him more famous, didn't it? Did it not?
That's terrible.
It did. We're living in America. Yeah, it's crazy. It made him more famous, actually. And you know what? It made her famous too.
It did.
How terrible is that?
But see, that's the thing. That's what we were talking about. To be an accuser, to put an allegation out into the media, out into the world, when you accuse a celebrity, it's so drastic. And for those women and men who actually dealt with trauma, it can make it 10 times worse because then everybody's talking about it.
You know how many of Bill Cosby accusers have written or writing books and they're going to get paid? Let's not talk about R. Kelly's accusers. Right. Let's not talk about R. Kelly's people because they were all underage. Those are children. Bill Cosby's accusers, they write their book, they're going to get paid. It's crazy. It's crazy that we
think about it.
They should get paid. They should. I'm just saying.
Everything that happens to them it's like it's already out in the open.
They should. They should get paid. But it's crazy that we live in this day and time that, you know, infamy sells. Infamy sells.
That's real.
Jeffrey Dahmer. You know what I mean? Yeah. This guy is I'm telling you, all the serial killers that we can think of. Or you know what I'm saying? The guys, the DC snipers, those people. Yeah. Like now these people are famous. You understand? For doing something heinous. How can you be famous for doing something heinous?
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? So the 34 chicks that allegedly had orgies with Tiny and Tip, you should have just had fun, or you should have asked them, yo, can I write a book about it? About the experience?
But see, that's the thing.
And they probably would have said yes and keep the proceeds.
Oh my God.
But don't put our names in it though. Just say a celebrity couple I know. That's it. For real. Don't put our names in it. Just say a celebrity couple I know and put it down. It's a good read.
That's assuming they weren't drugged or raped or whatever.
So that's my question. You know what I mean? To kind of wrap it up. The 34 people, are they saying the same thing? Tip put the gun to 34 women head? Get out of here, man. He ain't that gangster.
I didn't even know there was.
Nobody's you know what I mean? He's not Hitler. Not Adolf Hitler. Come on, this guy. He's a rap celebrity that I'm quite sure wants to be home to feed his children, be with his wife. He's not wilding out like that, man. Not with no chick.
But you don't know that.
You're right.
And that's the bottom line.
I got a picture of this chick. This chick must be. This chick better be ultra sexy and gorgeous.
That has nothing to do with nothing.
Yes, it do. Well, she lying then. She better have something. She better be giving fellatios in the club or something like homegirl.
Wow.
I'm just being funny. But this is a very sensitive topic, and like I said, it shouldn't be when it's true. Like I said, if it goes down with my daughters, I'm going to jail for the rest of my life. Gia, what's going on? It's your boy Quan John here reading Motivational Motives. It's a bona fide manuscript. It's a book of real life parables, quintessential quotes, and reasons to reflect. It can be purchased in Amazon, Target, Walmart, Barnes & Nobles, and over 40,000 international mom and pop shops. So get your copy, 100. Period. You know what I'm saying? For real. Straight up. You can just bet that right now. But if you are lying, Ma, and if you was with it and you did crack one smile while you was involved in that orgy, you petty, man. You are wrong for trying to do that to these people.
And if she didn't.
If she did it, she was having fun. We not even listening to you. Why should we?
No, I'm sorry. If she didn't crack a smile, if it was forced.
That means Tiny was behind. Look, think about the story in your head. She on top of Tip. Tiny's in back of her with the gun to her back of her head. You better ride that. Go ahead. Daddy, get out of here. You can't believe that. You can't believe that happened. You can't believe that. Where the kids at?
I personally feel like there is animosity there. Like, I feel like just from the little information we have for coming out of nowhere, and then all of a sudden there's these 34 women on the list, and we don't even have their stories. It just sounds like BS. It does. But I'm not going to say that it is. I'm not saying it's true. I'm not saying it's false. I'm just saying we need more information. And anybody who has allegations, who want to come out with information like that, be careful.
They should.
Yes, come out with it, but be careful. Get your facts straight day one. Don't wait until everybody starts asking questions, because it immediately discredits you. Get
And it's crazy.
information ready and be like, did it happen on this day? This person was here. This is what happened. This is how I know that person. This is what happened afterwards. This is why I waited so long. You know what I mean? Do that. And like you said, if you have a bunch of people to believe you, it helps. I don't think that's true anymore. Maybe at one point in time, but it's like all of a sudden you get.
It helps if it's a celebrity. If it's a celebrity, it helps.
And I don't think so. Once you start getting a bunch of, not anymore. It used to, I think. It used to. But now,
well, it defames your character. I'm not saying it helps in the legal sense, but it defames your character, like for real.
Like for me, I didn't really believe the story based on the information that she gave. But when you told me that there were 34 women on the list, I automatically was like, she lied. She just called up these people and was like, yo, write your name on this petition. Say that this happened to you. I'm not saying, I don't know. If I'm wrong, I apologize for being wrong. The women out there that dealt with this, I'm sorry. This happened to you.
They see if a woman really dealt with this situation, they probably are asking those pertinent questions that we don't know to ask. The women that dealt with this situation, they probably say, okay, did this happen? Did this happen? Did this happen? That we don't, because we haven't dealt with the situation. Okay. They probably could be more of Tip's lawyer than the lawyer can, because they know I lived it. So I'm going to be able to ascertain if you were really in this situation or if you were giggling while you was riding that pony. I'm being real. I gotta, because, and you, like I said, more power to you, you know what I mean? But my question is to Tip and Tiny, does this stop the escapade?
No.
But you have to be more delicate now because it's real now.
You might have to have some.
You might have to say, yo, you know what? We got to film this, okay? It might turn into a porno flip, if you know what I'm saying. Yeah. But we have to film this joint to make sure that you don't, because if you crack one smile, that means you with it.
Right. No, right? Just get those consent forms. Dave Chappelle, that whole thing.
He said, yo, if you sell out one moan, that means you with it. If you got one moan, that's it. That's it. You good it. That's it.
God, that is so wrong.
I'm just saying. If you ain't screaming at the top of your lungs, stop, Tip, stop. If you're not saying that shit, no, you with it.
Unless it's drugs. If they're drugged, they wouldn't be able to scream.
She got my fault. She didn't know she was drinking the Hennessy and she had the cocaine. I'm sorry, she didn't know this.
Because here's how it could. Okay. Before we wrap up, devil's advocate one more time. Okay, sure. Let's say it does happen. How did it happen? Right. So they're out there. T.I. basically confirmed that him and his wife they do their thing. They get down. They get down.
Not a problem.
Right. So let's say they get down with Sabrina Peterson. She comes in there thinking this is what's going to happen, this is what's going to be. And she's like, no, I'm not with that particular situation.
Right.
And they're like, nope, you here now. This is what we're doing. We doing this.
Straight up. Lock the door behind her and all of that.
Bet.
Huh?
Yes.
They lock the door behind her.
Or beforehand. Oh, okay, no, maybe because she would have to. I don't. Oh God,
I know it sounds kind of fishy. I know.
No, but it could. But it could happen.
It could happen. You know what? You're right. It could. If it did, Tip and Tiny, they have psychological problems because you guys are in the limelight, and y'all know if this go. We've been through the Bill Cosby. We've been through the R. Kelly. We've been through Tupac. We've been through Mike Tyson. Been through Kobe. Y'all know, and they seem like well-versed, cerebral people that aren't stupid. If they, behind this girl's back, slip something in her drink to make her relax so she would have sex with them, there's a psychological problem going on in that household. If that is the truth.
And it's possible for that to be the truth. Because people are people, regardless if they're celebrities or what we think we know about them or what
you're right. I agree. Don't believe me. I got a few people in my family that I'm like, oh, damn, really? Got you. You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, and like I said, let's bring the character back. Tip has a felonious background. That makes people, not people, that makes the legal people actually consider it because of his felonious background. So they do look at your character when it comes to anything you do. Your character is judged like, okay, if you have this type of caricature, I'm going to look at your situation. I'm going to look at your past to see how you're going to deal with your present and your future. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? You know what's foul though? We don't know those 34 women's characters though. That's the foul thing about it.
I mean, no, we don't.
We don't know their characters. They can have characters. They can be characters of evil, lie, and deceit. Period. Just like, hold up, real quick. The Tupac girl. Just to go back to that, not Tupac, Mike Tyson girl. Tyson girl. She was the daughter of a deacon or pastor, one of them Christian dudes, and she did the same thing to a dude she went to high school with. Same thing. And lied, but that came out after. Meaning she had this character of lying on dudes that they raped her, and she did it to Mike Tyson.
Right.
Her character wasn't in the you know, in the eye of the public at the time.
Right.
So we don't know these.
Should this go to trial, all that information will come out. No, I'm saying if it goes to trial.
Oh, my fault. I just said no.
No.
I'm saying, I'm serious.
If it goes to trial, all the information will come out, and then they will.
If it goes to on the real, I don't know, man. If it goes to trial, I'm probably just paying them off, man. You know how much money you're gonna waste with 34 shit? You know how much money you're gonna waste in the courts with this nonsense? It's not nonsense because it's nonsense because I don't believe her. Right. The other 33, I need to hear everybody's story. Do we have the same type story? Can you it makes it more believable if they don't know each other and they still have the same type of story. You know what I'm saying?
But at that point, it's like it's easy to lie about, to doctor your story. Because if you're like, oh yeah, that happened to me too, that's because you heard Sabrina's story because it's been public.
It's easy.
The only thing I can say is that T.I.'s response made me feel like, okay, yeah, I'm not so sure this really went down. Because he was very adamant about the fact that him and his wife can pull anybody they want to. They've done it. They do it. As a couple, they do it. Like, he didn't have to say that. He didn't.
He brought up a word that's really taken lightly. And me and my wife have this conversation, sometimes. A person can't be held liable for being evil. I know there are much more evil people in the world, Portia, than there are criminal people. Remember that.
Okay, yeah.
Evil people never go to jail. They live on earth doing evil all day, every day. You understand? And those people, I despise them more than I do the dude that murdered people. To be honest with you, at least the dude that murdered people, he go to jail for it, man. The evil people, and Tip said that in his thing, and I said I'm right with him too. I know I got evil people in my family, man. On a real, I think that they should be incarcerated. But you know what? You can't incarcerate a person for being evil. You can't. Just because I come into your house and steal all the money that you're gonna have to feed your baby. One, you have to prove that. But that's an evil tactic. Even though it's a crime, which you're not gonna do real much time over, it's an evil tactic. You stole the money that I feed my children with. Right. That's what you did. The money that I feed that's an evil tactic. You understand? Yeah. You hold on. You despise me and you've been against me because I don't want to be with you because you are a bad influence for me. And I love myself that much that I'm going to remove myself from this relationship. So you despise me that much now that you taint the child's head with nonsense and make him or her grow up to be knuckleheads because of your despise of me. That's evil. It's evil. But you know what? They can't be held criminally liable. And it's a lot of people walking around like that. You probably know a lot of them too.
Yes, I do.
Very evil, but that's okay they gonna meet their maker one day. Hallelujah. It's Sunday too, y'all.
Amen. Preach.
You gonna meet your maker one day, and you know, I hope, to wrap it up, I hope it didn't go down like the allegations, you know, allege, and the truth will have its light one day. You know what I'm saying? Yes. And those people, yo, Tip and Tiny, be easy with these people. Have them sign the contracts or set up the camera, because you know it's a win-win. Either one, they're gonna see that the lady laughing while she riding that pony, or two, it's gonna be a very good porno flick. You understand, that you can sell. Okay? So
okay.
So viewers, I want y'all to subscribe. Be sure to share and hit that notification bell so you can know when me and Porsche out here doing our thing. You know what I mean? For real, Porsche. All right. You had a good time, baby? You had a good time. It's a very interesting topic, right?
Like it was very interesting. That one got a little crazy. A little crazy.
It's all good, baby. That's what we do on Motivational Motives, right? From Quan John, Porsche Mistake, yeah, 100.